Welcome to the Windows Computer and Technology channel, and today is World Password Day, basically. And yes, I know it is also made of for those Star Wars fan out there. Um, basically, passwords, of course, are and have been used for a long time in order to keep our different accounts secure. What's happening is that, of course, over time, passwords became something that was not necessarily, as secure as we thought. And a lot of people are careless, don't use or don't choose good passwords. And at some point, there were new things that were actually done. One of them was two-factor authentication, meaning that you have a second device that gets a secret code in order to verify that you are the person that wants to use that account. But even that, as time goes by, is proving to be not the most secure way, although it does add a layer of security. It's still not the most secure way. So, actually, one of the things Google will be actually pushing every user, and this is good for several reasons. So, every user will be asked at first to create a passkey, but that will eventually become mandatory. You will have to have the passkey enabled in order to use your Google, Gmail, YouTube accounts. So how does it work and why is it a good thing? Well, it works in a way where your device becomes the security. What happens when a hacker or somebody wants to take control of your accounts? Usually they do it from outside. They do it from another computer, another area. That means that by authenticating that your device is the only device that can access an account, it becomes a lot more secure because now anybody that's outside doesn't have the computer you're using. So that passkey is associated with your machine. So when you log on to your Gmail account and so on, it knows it's you because it recognizes your computer. Something that would not happen with a hacker trying to connect to your account. Of course, you can add multiple devices, and some are done automatically. For example, I have enabled the passkey on this device, and it immediately recognized also that I have two smartphones that could be associated with the passkey, and it added these two devices, which means my smartphone already now has that recognized device. My main computer here, my gaming laptop, has that passkey safety. And of course, you can add passkey safety to other devices if you want. And if you ever lose your computer or have a problem, well, the passkeys saved in the cloud. And the way that it happens is that if you lose your system, for example, you have several ways of getting back to your account. So it's adding a new layer. Now, what's also nice about this is that a lot of people have said, well, I don't have a smartphone. I can't receive text messages. And there are a lot of, accounts that's the only option, a text message. So by having something that does not require you to have a smartphone or anything like that or another device, it also is a good thing. And the way that it works also is that if it needs to authenticate that it's you, well, if you have a PIN or if you use biometrics on your PC, maybe a fingerprint reader, what happens is that it will simply ask you for either the PIN or to authenticate with your fingerprint reader to just make sure that it's you and it's your device. So this is a new way of being passwordless, as they call it, as the future is trying to be passwordless. Microsoft has been doing this for a while also. If you try to get into your account, it doesn't recognize you immediately. In my case, it will ask me for the PIN on my PC. And once I enter the PIN on my PC, it recognizes that that's the known device that it can actually connect to and authenticate to. So it's going to tell me, yep, okay, it's fine. I recognize that it's you. Something that cannot happen when you're using another device. So all of that is in effort to, of course, be passwordless eventually, which would be a good thing for a lot of people that have a hard time with passwords. But also, it's another way of keeping secure and not having to have a smartphone or any device to authenticate at the same time. So this is coming. Right now it's only being suggested to you, but at some point it will be mandatory, and it's going to ask you, yep, you're going to have to create a passkey so I can recognize your device, so I can always recognize that it's you that's logging on and not somebody else. If you enjoy videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.